guys, what's up? Another update on the camper. Outside's mostly done. I got the inside entirely framed up after the bed and went ahead and cut all the holes for the ports. So I could show you what each thing is. I guess let's just jump right into it. So the inside, if we just step in, we have the countertops and everything going. That's good. We got the main thingy outside framed for the cabinet faces, and then that whole area is done, but I still got to cut a hole right here for the sink. So the sink is right here. It's one of those restaurant style where you pull it down, and it's kind of big, but I think it'll look good when it's done over there. You'll notice a big hole right there. So that hole is actually for the water tank. Let me see if I can get it pointed out. There it is. That, where's my finger? This big tank slides into the hole underneath. So the goal is to have the water tank there, and then hopefully underneath this half, I'm gonna raise it about this height, and then if I can get rid of this ground in the shower and the top layer of plywood, as well as the ribbed layer, and put like a thin piece of plywood or something just to make it stronger, I'm gonna go ahead and try and put a tank, the gray tank, down there. That way it can come and drop down, or the sink will drop direct, or the drain can drop directly into that. Otherwise I'd have to raise it up enough where it can just slope to the bottom and have it go around the hot water tank and put it there. So shower is, that's where it's at. I cut out all the foam around the windows so we can start doing that stuff and planning where all the electrical is going to go. You'll also notice two more holes down here. That one is for the outside shower. This one is for the gravity water feed to fill from the outside. We have this console-like area. This is where all the electronics are going to go. So we'll have like this box. Is it unlocked? Yeah. So you have your AC and DC. So it'll have everything in one spot, which will be nice, and that'll sit here. It'll also have like the inverter and solar controllers, the two battery disconnects, volt reader, radio, and DVD player for a TV. That'll go around there somewhere. Still figuring that one out, or maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll sit over here on the outside. I dropped a screw. So there's that. All the things will go in there, and then we got holes so that it can breathe into the cabin, as well as a hole in the backside where our vent is going to go. We have a few pairs of keys. You got your house keys, you have your water fill, I think, keys, and the shower keys. Once all the key collection is done, we'll consolidate. This is the range hood that goes over the stove, so that'll sit right here. And then there's a back port, so it has a fan and a light, and that vent connects to a vent that I have sitting outside, and it'll just snap right in there. So that's where the vent's gonna sit. It's a good clearance. It's like, I'm gonna say a little under 2 feet of actual work room, but when your whole trailer is like 6.5 feet, you don't really have room. So on the outside, if we continue on, you'll see this hole right there. It's circular. That's for being able to run a cable inside and charge the batteries while it's going. So I think the way I'm going to end up doing it is I was going to get, I guess it depends on the inverter. Maybe I can just plug it into the inverter, and then it'll straight run all the AC stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to have it plug into a converter, which goes through the AC. It has like its own relay, and then it'll go and charge straight to the batteries. I just gotta make sure that I'm gonna do a 50 amp service, so I want to make sure that the 50 amp service charges enough to not, like while it's plugged in, do it. But we'll have solar and everything, so wood pile for trimming and wainscoting and stuff. And then here's the outside for that vent port. I think I showed last video that the outside is all taped up. So next is going to be putting this metal sheeting on top. It's going to eventually be painted blue when it's on. And the bottom half of the trailer will be like a exterior wood paneling. So that's 4 feet wide. It'll go from there to about there-ish, which leaves like, I want to say a little under 2 feet of the wood paneling. And then I'm going to have to get like an RV tarp or something. And the day that we roll it out, we'll put the roof on, the arches and everything, and get like a RV tarp and put it over wood. And then we're going to get that ceiling RV roller stuff that you can just reseal every like 3 years or whatever it may be. So that's where we're at right now. Next step, I mean, I guess I should show you the port. So this is the external shower, and then it's locked, otherwise I would show you. This one goes behind the hood vent. That's the water fill, also locks. You have your electricity, and that's the vent for the command center. So that's where we're at, and you know, doing little bits and pieces as we go. Next part will be exterior, putting on that metal and then cutting the holes for it, but that's gonna be a day by itself. And then I think we're good to wire and start putting the interior panels on. Girlfriend's really eager to paint, so I'm not sure the color scheme. We may be doing some sort of light purple on some walls, wainscoting white on the bottom. I also like the aqua teal color, like a blue, for the exterior, so I think that's where we're going to paint this one. I did a rendering last night on the iPad, so it's not great, but it'll kind of give you the idea of what the exterior will look like, and I'll post it right now. Otherwise, that's the most recent update, so thanks for staying tuned, guys, and stay looking forward to the next part.